wanted to take you through what a day in the life for us during the pandemic, building a van, having a home-based business, all those things. What that looks like for us right now. So this is how our day started.
So it's like 5:30 a.m. and we're out for a run because it gets hot in the desert where we live. And if you don't run before the sun comes up, it's too warm to be outside exercising.
So since the pandemic, we've had to get more creative with how we get our workouts in, because we used to go to the gym pretty regularly, but that's not really as available or as comfortable for us at this moment. So I'm proud of us. It's like 2 weeks in.
2 weeks in, chasing the, trying to get to an exercise before the sun comes up. So it takes some effort. We just finished up with a run. We are a little tired, especially for it only being 2 miles. But when we used to regularly go to the gym, at least for me, 5 days a week, and I haven't gone since the pandemic started, I guess this is what we can expect. We are super grateful to have this nice piece of desert that's open, that we can let Lexi off and run in the mornings, and we can walk to it from our house, which is really awesome to say when you live in a big city, that you have so much open space right out your back door. Look at that. We just made it. The sun's just coming up. Perfect timing. Let's go start some breakfast.
One of the things we started doing together was salad for breakfast. and I had never had this before, but when we rip our lettuce.
You've never had salad for breakfast?
I've had salad for breakfast, although literally for the last 3.5 years, every single morning, almost 99% of mornings we've had salad for breakfast. But one of the interesting things about Steve was that he needs his lettuce ripped. He cannot eat lettuce unless it's ripped, right?
Well, it's all weird. You're trying to put this big thing like this covered in salad dressing into your mouth. It's hard.
So ripping lettuce is part of our morning routine. So
we're trying not to say so much in our videos, because we start every single line with so. It should be a new drinking game, I think. What do you think?
Every time we say so, take a shot.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to say it. For the last few years, we have been making this breakfast every morning. It is our ritual. And as we eat it, we watch a van life video from some of our favorite creators. I think years before we bought our van, it just like it was a connection between the life that we were desiring, and now, even though we're building a van, we're still watching.
Where are we watching today?
Today we're watching Let's Be Us.
And they're building out a van right now too.
And they're building out a van right now.
Good inspiration for us to keep building.
But you wouldn't, okay, so here's something we've been like frustrated by though, watching all these builders, is because in the pandemic, everyone's traveling, so they're coming home. And now everyone's building up new vans or new RVs or new something, new mobile tiny homes. And we got our van almost a year ago, and we've been slowly but surely building it. We're not as far as we thought we'd be way done by now. So watching everyone start building a new van and like pass us by, it's been a little bit frustrating.
So one thing that's been not necessarily a burden, but kind of a, I don't know, maybe it's an excuse for not getting stuff done on the van as well as easily. But where we live is in these condos, so there's not really a good spot to like work on the van easily. I can't like park it in the driveway and have everything easily accessible in the garage that I can just go out and work on it whatever I want. So anytime I want to work on the van, I gotta walk out here, drive the van over to our place, park it in front of our little spot, drag out all the tools that I need, and it just kind of makes progress a little slow going, at least for me. Maybe not for everybody, but for me it does. Alright, so we didn't really record much of the ceiling going in. We're actually down to the last two pieces. But we were waiting on these magnets, which we are gluing to the back side of our boards here, and we'll show you a little bit later. We have little magnetic hooks then that'll stick in the top of the ceiling, and that's what we're going to attach our shower curtain to. So I've been waiting on these little magnets for 4 days now with the holiday. Over the weekend it was kind of hard to get a hold of them, so we have them now. I'm going to glue them into place. I just made the final cut for our ceiling. The piece is gonna go right there. And then we have a completely finished ceiling. Well, minus the fact that all these wires are still dangling and I need to put lights in, which I'm hoping to also tackle today. See the magnets that I was working on earlier. So that'll be our shower curtain area. We'll have 4 attachment points to the back, and then there's 4 attachment points along that row as well. We'll have ourselves, hopefully, a nice little shower curtain area for our bath that's going to go in. I think I'm going to wrap up on the ceiling and hopefully get all these wires taken care of and these beautiful lights put on like that. So I'm just wrapping up with getting all the ceiling lights in. They're looking pretty amazing, if I do say so myself. I really like the white contrast on that little bit darker of a ceiling look. Looks really good. I was going to show you a couple things that I'm using that have made this a lot simpler. First off, these things are a lifesaver. Like, they will even strip this outer conduit without touching the inner conduit. So, I don't know, I've resisted buying some automatic wire strippers like this before, but they are well worth the investment. I'll leave a link in the description of this video if you're interested in picking these up. I actually was turned on to them by Explorist.life. They do a lot of really cool electrical videos. That's how I learned how to do a lot of the wiring stuff in here. And yeah, I would highly recommend these. These are a great tool for getting all of these wires stripped so I can get them connected. So what do you think? I hooked them up real quick to see what it looked like in here.
Whoa! Is this the highest level of the dimming? The brightest?
It's not hooked onto the dimmers right now, so it's the brightest setting period. Let's see what it
Wow!
looks like.
It's not actually as bright as I thought it would be at the brightest.
Actually, it's pretty bright in here.
Is it?
I think so. This is with no exterior light. I think this is plenty of light in here.
Okay.
Yeah?
I feel like I can't look at them like directly, like they're like little suns.
You just said it wasn't bright enough.
Well, I can't look at them, but you know. Yeah, it's like not as bright as I thought, which is probably good. So I'm like visualizing and like chopping, probably not over the toilet.
Well, that will actually be a kitchen.
Yes, this will be the kitchen counter.
Right now, the toilet's temporarily holding up the battery that's temporarily powering all these lights.
Or like sitting here reading a book. Okay, I think it's good that we're gonna put reading lights right here and over the bed.
The bed is like really lit up.
The bed is really lit up.
Yeah.
I kind of wish it was more lit up over here.
The bed's
oh, it's
higher
closer.
up, so it's probably closer, so it looks
That's
brighter.
why. Okay, because yeah.
So
it's
maybe
like,
it'll
oh,
look
man.
brighter once we have like counters and stuff in here for it to catch light.
Mhm.
So, but yeah.
Wow.
We have lights.
Woo! We have light. I feel like a caveman that just made fire.
Just finishing up on the van. It's about 1 o'clock, and it is 100 degrees out. So, I've had enough for the day. I'm hot, I'm tired, so I think I'm gonna go get cleaned up and grab some lunch.
She knows that you're filming her.
What are you doing? You were being goofy a minute ago. I know you don't care.
She's like, there's a camera on me.
Are you camera shy? Well, the real reason Lexi's always here waiting for scraps is we always give in and give them to her. Right? Go get him. Finally got showered up, got some food, and now I'm doing some work on the computer. I'll show you what I'm up to. So I've been working with a friend of mine to develop a modular roof rack.
I was working on editing a book for a client and working on some copywriting emails. I feel like you can hear my music. No?
No.
Yeah? Listen it? Writing, editing, being deep in words. Even though I have an office upstairs, I still literally make this couch my office every day. So I have a online-based business as a marketing consultant and coach, and I like literally like I'm either facing this way on the couch or I'm facing this way on the couch, but like this is my corner. This is where the magic happens, where I do my copywriting, my writing, and I take meetings upstairs. Really, it's really the only time I end up using it. So the day is winding up, and that's where we're gonna leave you. Get our beers.
Beers in hand.
And gonna watch a show. And if you like this video, then go ahead and hit the thumbs up button and subscribe so you don't miss the next Doberman adventure, where we're gonna be leaving the van behind and taking our first plane flight since the pandemic. Also, a totally normal occurrence in this household when you have a Doberman. Yep. Oh, don't worry, I'll wait. I'll wait.